हेलो 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 हेलो, आप सभी को बहुत बहुत नमस्कार। स्वागत है आपका इजी वर्ड्स के इंस्टाग्राम चैनल पर। और आप सभी अच्छे होंगे, ऐसा मैं आशा कर रहा हूँ, ऐसा मेरा बिलीव है। मैं भी बहुत अच्छा हूँ, इजी वर्ड्स की सारी फैमिली अच्छी है। आज इजी वर्ड्स के एक मेंबर का बर्थडे है जिसका नाम है आकांक्षा। आकांक्षा, आप पूरी इजी वर्ड्स की तरफ से आपको मैनी मैनी हैप्पी रिटर्न्स ऑफ द डे। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। और आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। जल्दी जल्दी जुड़ जाइए, शेयर कीजिए लाइव को। हमारे साथ आज बहुत ही अमेजिंग पर्सन जुड़ने वाले हैं जो बात करेंगे हेल्थ और वेल्थ के बारे में। दोनों बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक अभी के टाइम के लिए, क्योंकि लोग घर बैठे हेल्थ पर इफेक्ट हो रहा है, वेल्थ पर इफेक्ट हो रहा है, तो दोनों को कैसे इंप्रूव किया जा सकता है, तो उसके लिए हम बात करेंगे। और हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं बहुत ही स्पेशल पर्सन जो थोड़ी देर में हम सभी के समक्ष होंगे, हम सभी के सामने होंगे। मैं चाहता हूँ रचना अगर है लाइव में तो प्लीज़ रचना आप एक बार देखिए अमन जी कहाँ पे रह गए, एक बार उनको मैसेज करके थोड़ा सा अपडेट कर दीजिए। बाकी आप सभी एक बार लाइव को शेयर कर दें ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग जुड़ जाएं। एक बार सभी लोग जुड़ जाएं, फिर इस बात को चालू करेंगे। इससे पहले मैं बता दूं कि इजी वर्ड्स एक सीरीज़ लेकर आया है ट्रेडिंग और इन्वेस्टमेंट पर, स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में, शेयर मार्केट के बारे में, उनसे रिलेटेड जो बेसिक्स है, किन किन चीज़ों का आपको ध्यान रखना चाहिए अगर आप पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं ट्रेडिंग और शेयर मार्केट में, तो उससे रिलेटेड हम वीडियोस बना रहे हैं यूट्यूब में। इजी वर्ड्स के यूट्यूब चैनल पर आप जाके देख सकते हैं, उसका लिंक हमारे इंस्टाग्राम के बायो पर पड़ा हुआ है। 2 वीडियोस आ चुके हैं सीरीज़ की, तीसरी वीडियो पर काम चल रहा है। दोनों वीडियो पे हमने ट्रेडिंग और इन्वेस्टमेंट से रिलेटेड जो बेसिक चीज़ें हैं उसके बारे में बात की है, आप जाकर उसे सुन सकते हैं। और मैं ये रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा आपसे कि शुरू से लेकर अंत तक देखें और एक एक सेकंड मिस ना करें, क्योंकि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ें हैं जो कि बायो में आपको लिंक मिल जाएगी उसके लिए, तो आप जाके देख सकते हैं ट्रेडिंग और इन्वेस्टमेंट से रिलेटेड। और कुछ लोग जुड़ जाएं, उसके बाद हम बातें चालू करते हैं। और आप तब तक ना अपना स्टेटमेंट दे सकते हैं। एक सवाल मेरे जहन में चल रहा था जब ये टॉपिक चल रहा था, जब ये टॉपिक डिसाइड हो रहा था हमारे गेस्ट के साथ कि हम बात करेंगे हेल्थ और वेल्थ के बारे में। तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक कि आप इस कोरोना पीरियड्स में लगभग 1 साल से ज़्यादा हो चुके हैं कोरोना को, तो इस कोरोना पीरियड में आपके ज़िंदगी में कैसे हेल्थ और वेल्थ में इफेक्ट आया है, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव जो भी होगा आप प्लीज़ कमेंट बॉक्स में बताएं ताकि हमें भी जानने का मौका मिले। और कोई सवाल अगर आपका उससे रिलेटेड हो, कुछ जानना चाहते हैं आप हेल्थ से रिलेटेड या वेल्थ से रिलेटेड, तो आप मैसेज करें और कमेंट बॉक्स में डाल दें अपना सवाल भी, ताकि हम अपने गेस्ट से सवाल ले पाएँ। एक बार हमारे गेस्ट हमारे साथ जुड़ जाएं, उसके बाद हम इस सेशन को आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं। और ये सवाल बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हेल्थ और वेल्थ आपकी ज़िंदगी में, क्योंकि बहुत इम्पैक्टफुल होता है। हेल्थ पहले इंपॉर्टेंट है, उसके बाद वेल्थ भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। अगर आपके पास हेल्थ नहीं है तो आप वेल्थ नहीं कमा पाएंगे, और आपके पास अगर वेल्थ नहीं है तो अपने हेल्थ की आप सही से देखभाल नहीं कर सकते, टेक केयर नहीं कर सकते। तो दोनों ही आपस में एक ही सिक्के के 2 पहलू हैं, हेड और टेल दोनों बहुत ज़रूरी है। तो आपको दोनों का ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा और इट्स वेरी नेसेसरी। इसीलिए अगर आप घर बैठे शेयर मार्केट में पैसा कर इन्वेस्ट करके आप देखना चाहते हैं, पैसे कमाना चाहते हैं, तो उससे रिलेटेड जो वीडियो है वो उसका लिंक जो है वो हमारे इंस्टाग्राम के बायो पर है, आप जाकर देख सकते हैं और सीख सकते हैं स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करना। और आपसे उससे रिलेटेड कोई अगर सवाल है स्टॉक मार्केट से रिलेटेड, तो आप उसी यूट्यूब के कमेंट बॉक्स पर कमेंट कर सकते हैं, ताकि हम सीरीज़ के अगली वीडियो में वो सवाल अपने एक्सपर्ट जो हर्षित हमारे एक्सपर्ट हैं उनसे पूछ लें। तो हमारे एक्सपर्ट जल्दी से जुड़ जाएं, उसके बाद हम इस सीरीज़ को इस आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं। ग्रेट दोस्तों, आज हमारे जो गेस्ट हैं हमारे वो कुछ ही समय में आपके सामने अवतरित हो जाएंगे, प्रकट हो जाएंगे। उसके बाद अपने सवालों के बौछार कर सकते हैं। हे वी गो। हाय 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 हाय।
Hi, how's it going? What's happening?
ग्रेट। Am I
What's your
audible?
name?
Audible to you?
You're audible. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are properly audible.
Hey, just give me a second. Let me get my headset, man. There's a lot of
Yes, sure,
background
sure,
noise.
sure, 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 sure,
Oh, what's your
sure.
good name, by the way?
My name is Ankit, and I am the CEO and
Oh,
founder of Easy Words. And we are trying to, cover all the topics that are related to health and wealth in our website. We are active in all the platforms like LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, And currently we are working on a series of share market and stock market in YouTube. You can go and watch the video. It is there in the link is there in the Instagram bio. And I welcome you on the behalf of Easy Word, man. And we are going to share so much tips about health and wealth that in this corona lockdown period, how health and wealth affected in people's life. So yeah.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ankit. Just give me a second. I'll get my headset.
Sure, man, sure. So जितने भी लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं, आज का सेशन बहुत एक्साइटेड होने वाला है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है, क्योंकि जो दो टॉपिक पर बात होने वाला है, हेल्थ एंड वेल्थ, दे बोथ आर वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट हम सभी के लाइफ में. बिकॉज अगर आपके पास हेल्थ होगा तो आपका वेल्थ अच्छा होगा, और आपका वेल्थ अगर अच्छा होगा तो आपका हेल्थ अच्छा होगा. तो दोनों बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपकी लाइफ में एट द सेम टाइम. सो वी विल टॉक अबाउट इट, एंड द मैन इज हियर विद अस हु विल गिव इनसाइट्स कि कैसे क्या हो रहा है उनकी लाइफ में, उनका पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस एंड हिज एक्सपीरियंस थ्रू आउट हिज जर्नी. So introduce yourself to the audience, then we can good to go. मुझे लगता है नेटवर्क में कुछ. Am I audible?
Hey, are we good now? You're audible, yes.
Yes, you are properly audible.
Okay, awesome. So let's go, Ankit. Like you mentioned that you're the founder and CEO of this new company.
Yes.
Take it away, man. What would you like to ask me?
First of all, I'd like to ask you, how are you and how the life is going?
Life is good, man. Life is really good. Look, I've got my idli. I've got some papaya. Okay, when you got idli and papaya, life is amazing.
Sure, I can see that. So,
what about you? How are you doing?
Sorry?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Just trying to, contact all the people who are doing great in their lives, so that we can our audience get inspired from their life. So yeah, it's going great till now.
Awesome. Awesome.
So very first question that I'm going to shoot you is in this corona period हमने ये देखा है कि like health and wealth both are affected equally. So what about you? What's your experience? Is it positive or negative?
Man, so it started terribly for me. I'll be honest with you. So the fitness industry is one of the most affected industries during this coronavirus period. So 2020 started terribly for me. Okay, I lost a few R&D contracts, which used to pay me handsomely. They were a big source of my income. Unfortunately, those companies could not afford to pay me anymore. So I lost a few jobs. A lot of my clients were also affected with the pandemic situation, so they requested to take a little break from from coaching, from tutoring. So definitely, in the beginning of this pandemic era, I was pretty severely affected financially. However, as time passed, I realized that I cannot entirely depend on the fitness industry to generate income. So I started venturing elsewhere. And at the same time, I became a little more aggressive with my fitness endeavors as well. So yeah, it started off pretty bad, but then it took off because, see man, we all have to put food on our plates, okay?
Absolutely.
And I like to pamper myself and I like to live a good life. I don't want to live the lockdown life, okay? And I don't want my bank account affected. Come what may, no matter what the situation is, I want to make money. And I want to make more and more and more. So the fitness industry can't do it for me. I started looking elsewhere. So I looked at other opportunities, was lucky enough to stumble upon some great opportunities which widened my horizon, which gave me incredible insight on wealth and power generation. Yes, since around mid 2020, things have been on the rise again.
Yeah. Completely agree that. One question that I want to ask you, like when you were changing your field, like from fitness to any other field, was it difficult to change it to other field, because you are strict with the fitness thing? I can see that the gym is behind you, and you are very much involved in the gym. So was it difficult for you?
See, nutrition and exercise largely for me has always been a passion project. Okay. And I decided to make it my career because I was like, okay, this is my passion project. This is something I'm really good at. I'm
Yeah.
the best at it.
Mhm.
So I can take this forward and I can help other people.
Mhm.
And that's good. As far as my nutrition and exercise endeavors are concerned, everything which I wanted to do in this industry, I've done. Okay. I work with some of the best companies, some of the best athletes, the best people, and I am also teaching at multiple universities. I've published papers, authored chapters and textbooks. Everything which I set out to achieve, I achieved. But the problem is, if I achieve everything and it still does not pay me the money which I deserve to make, then that's a problem. So
Sure.
I never completely transitioned out of the fitness industry. I still actively work. I teach. I coach. I'm still doing R&D. But at the same time, I have my alternate sources of revenue as well, which pay me handsomely. So I focus on my nutrition and exercise. It's not that I don't, but I have other modes of income as well. But nutrition and exercise will always be part of my life. I will not abandon the fitness industry because that is how we started.
Yeah. So, do you think the health and wealth both are equally connected and equally important for someone's life?
Most certainly, there is absolutely no doubt about it. Man, when my wealth went down, health also went down. You know why? Because I started suffering from some anxiety and depression. I've spoken about this openly. Okay, I had to seek treatment for anxiety and depression in 2020 because when my bank account took a hit, my mental health also took a hit. And man, someone like me who likes to live life large, okay, I like to spend money without having to think twice. And if I have to start thinking about that, I start getting a little uneasy, man. So it took a toll on my mental health. I've spoken about it. If you go on my YouTube, I have spoken about it at length as to what happened in its entirety. It took a toll on my mental health, and vice versa. When your mental health takes a toll or your health takes a toll, you're not as, let's say, you're not as active. Your mind doesn't work as sharp. You're not able to work as effectively also. You're not able to generate revenue as effectively also. So they are most certainly very firmly connected. If there's health, there's wealth. And if there's wealth, there is health.
True. I completely agree. There's a question from the audience side that भैया wealth health से पैसे कैसे generate करें?
Health से पैसे कैसे generate करें? Well, it depends on, you can, I'll make it simple, okay? Two ways. Either you become super healthy and then people look at you and they're like, oh man, you're so healthy. Make us healthy too. That's what I do, right?
Yeah.
People are like, man, you're healthy, you're fit, you're active, we like you, we want to pay you. So that's one way. The other way is, whatever it is you're doing today, okay? For example, Ankit here is the CEO of Easy Words. If he becomes healthier, if he becomes more fit, and when I say more fit, physically and mentally, he'll be able to work better, he'll be able to work more efficiently, he'll be able to, you'll be more creative, man, your mind will work sharp. So, yeah, and you'll think about more ways of making money.
Absolutely, I can see the businessman inside you that you are talking. Like how you can relate your thing and into health and wealth. So there's a question one more from audience, like how to make huge money in fitness industry.
And to be honest with you, okay, you cannot make huge money in the fitness industry, okay? It's growing, okay? I do really well in the fitness industry as far as making revenue is concerned. I'm very happy. I've pretty much topped my sources of income in fitness. But true wealth does not lie in the fitness industry. Okay, if you're talking huge money, I'm talking serious money, man. Which most of Instagram, YouTube, the social media world is not familiar with what real money actually is. Okay, real money is you look at something, you snap your finger, you make it yours. Anything you want, and I mean anything. You look at a house, you look at a car, you snap your finger, it's yours. You cannot make that sort of money in the fitness industry. That's a reality. So if you want to look at real money, there are other places which you may want to delve into, which will be able to afford you real money.
True. Aman, I completely agree with you. Do you think there is a lot more future as we saw that in Corona period, all people are working from home. They are not giving so much attention to their health. So in future there will be more growth and more opportunities in the health industry.
Most certainly. See, the fitness industry is growing and it will continue to grow.
Yeah.
Okay. You see this in the fitness industry all the time. Okay. People who do these quick certifications, 1 month, 3 month certifications, and if they have an Instagram account, they can start practicing right away. So
Yeah.
it's not revenue generation is not a problem. Okay. You can start generating an income in the fitness industry like that,
True.
but you cannot maximize your income generating capacity in the fitness industry. That's the point I'm trying to make. There's money, there's demand, there's a huge demand for good fitness professionals, and the supply is low. So you can meet that demand. You can venture into the fitness industry and start making money right away. But if you want to make real money, the fitness industry does not have that right now.
Yeah, there's a question from audience, Aman, that but on the other hand, competition is also growing.
What competition? There is no competition, man. Okay. Okay. I don't know how much you know about me, but I will invite you, Ankit, to find me competition. I work part time in the fitness industry and I have zero fucking competition. There is no competition, okay? What we have in the fitness industry is a bunch of wannabes, okay, who've gone to the gym, who've lifted a few weights, had a protein shake or two, and then they're like, oh, look, mera body ban gaya. Now I can practice my bullshit. It's a reality, okay? So there's no competition here. If you invest time and effort into your fitness education, you can set the bar, man. You can set the bar here, and you can dominate your competition. That's what I do.
True.
I'm bored now in this industry. I've dominated my competition since 2015, man. And that's why I'm venturing into other spaces. So, A, there is no competition in the fitness industry, and B, there is competition everywhere. Okay, and if competition heckles you, then that is not a fitness industry problem. That is an attitude problem. You need to change your attitude. Okay, you can't start looking at the competition, man. If you look at the competition and you think about the competition, you'll stop thinking about yourself. And that will generate some anxiety and uncertainty. Stop looking at the competition. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, and focus on yourself.
True. I just want to add up on one thing. I completely agree with you, but I just want to add, don't go with the flow, be the flow, be the unique. Then you will find no competition in your way. So there is one more question.
Yeah.
Kejar Chuparia wants to know your location. Okay, I don't know what it is, but if you know, you can answer.
Pune, Maharashtra, India.
Great. So the question is, in lockdown period, all thing is going digital. If you are meeting, it is digital. But so what do you think? In future also, fitness industry is going to be online, like more in YouTube and Instagram Reels and all that.
Yeah. The online space is an important space. And it's for every industry, man, not just the fitness industry. Look at education, okay? A lot of universities are realizing now, oh, we can offer a service and we can charge premium dollar by teaching students online, okay? So we've got these massive institutions with massive buildings and they're empty right now. But this online thing is still working for them. So yes, that is most certainly the future.
Yeah, true, absolutely agree. There are so many fitness, fitness enthusiasts who are sharing their experience in reels. Like, this is a shortcut. Follow this for 5 days. You will, lose weights. You will gain weights. So, is it okay to follow them, or is there any shortcut for industry, fitness industry?
Man, see, there shortcut to making money in the fitness industry or shortcut to becoming healthy and fit?
The shortcut to becoming healthy and fit, that they are sharing, like, exercise for 5 days or 10 days, you will become fit, or you will lose weights or gain weight. Like this.
And this is an unpopular opinion, okay, but I'll state it anyway. If that 5 or 10 days plants a seed in your mind to continue your fitness journey, why not? Okay. Most of us, okay, when I got started, I followed a 90-day program because I wanted to become fit and healthy in 90 days. Okay. So I didn't know any better. So I was like, cool, man. 90 days, cool. You're going to make me fit. I'm going to get six-pack abs in 90 days. Cool. Sign me up. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was a generic routine I found on the internet. I followed it. And guess what? I didn't get fit. I didn't have six-pack abs. I was like, what the hell, man? I invested so much time and effort. I gave it my all in these 90 days. But that kind of sparked this curiosity within me. And it laid some good habits. It laid a foundation. And I built on top of that. I learned more. I learned better. So, see, I'll tell you one more thing, man. If you really think that you can become fit in 5 to 10 days, if there's a shortcut like that, then the problem is not with those Instagram reels, okay, or those Instagram influencers. The problem is with you. Because if you're so gullible, okay, imagine if someone says, oh, you can snap your finger and within 5 days you'll have the world, you'll have all this money and all that, and let's apply to the health and fitness industry. And all those years where you've disrespected your body, you can snap your fingers 5 days and you're good. Man, that's on you, okay? That's on the customer. Okay, that's on the consumer. That is not on the Instagram influencer. अगर लोग तुमको इतनी आसानी से बेवकूफ बना सकते हैं, तो फिर क्या कर रहे हो यार तुम? Okay, so I don't have a problem with these 5 to 10 day shortcuts. They've always been there. They've been there in the fitness industry, in the wealth generation industry. You have these self-help books, you know, these thin 200-page, 100-page self-help books which will tell you, oh, follow this and you'll become powerful or you'll become wealthy. Okay, or you'll sort your life out. Okay, you'll have a better attitude towards life. It doesn't work that way. But we tend to gravitate towards these things because we like shortcuts. We hope that there's a shortcut.
Yeah. So you talked about books. There's a comment like recommend some good books on nutrition except Meno and Lan Nutrition.
Okay. So Meno is my puppy. But anyway, so see, as far as nutrition and exercise books are concerned, I generally recommend starting with some textbooks. Okay. Now, I have like a few books here. Maybe I'll pull out the books towards the end. Okay. But a simple nutrition text is where most people should start. Okay. A good one is Nutrition by Paul Insel. I believe it's in its 6th or 7th edition right now. Okay. So Nutrition by Paul Insel. And for exercise, it's a little difficult for me to recommend a good exercise text. I generally recommend starting with polishing up with some basic physics and mechanics first, and then picking up a biomechanics text and an exercise physiology text. I'm not a big fan of these generic nutrition and exercise books, you know, like the ones which you find at Crossword or find on the shelf. Those are not places which you should look at. Okay. Ankit, also there's a little background noise from your side, I believe.
Okay, I think there is a roadside. I think the vehicles are going on. That's why the
yeah, that's okay.
So there is a question, Aman. What is the difference between fitness and muscular body?
They're of course linked. Okay, becoming more muscular can help improve your fitness as well. So, you know, people like to talk about fitness in components. So there's a strength component, there's an endurance component, there's a flexibility component. Okay, there's how you're feeling physically and mentally, that sort of a thing. So of course, becoming more muscular is certainly tied with it, because how are you going to become more muscular? You're going to exercise, right? And the pursuit of exercising, you will improve your strength, you will improve your endurance, you will improve your mobility, and you will play around a little bit, so you'll feel physically and mentally better. So they are most certainly linked. You can, if you just focus on building muscle, you will become physically fit as well.
Yeah. So what's your diet routine? Actually, diet plays a vital role, you know, while the journey in the fitness and you know, the muscular body. So what's your routine about diet?
Oh man, I have a very flexible routine. Okay. For example, I just woke up. Okay, because I had a football game in the morning. I was tired. I went to sleep. So I have a pretty flexible routine. I let life take me wherever it takes me. Okay, so I'll be traveling someday. I'll miss a night's rest. I'll probably sleep in the morning. So I'm pretty flexible. What I generally do is I aim to have 3 large meals in the day. So my meals will look something like this. Okay, there's going to be a sizable chunk of carbohydrate, some fruit, um, a source of protein on the side, and then I'll be nibbling. Okay, so I have my snacks. I'll have maybe some chips on the side, some dry fruit. I'll keep nibbling, and I'll also ensure that my diet is nutritionally adequate. What do I mean by that is that I don't have any deficiencies or insufficiencies in terms of vitamins, minerals, omega-3 fatty acids. So wherever I find that, okay, I'm eating these foods, but these foods are not fulfilling my vitamin and mineral requirements, I'll choose to supplement with those vitamins and minerals. That's about it. It's pretty straightforward, man. Idli, fruit, regular food for the most part, and supplements to fill in the gaps.
Yeah. So there's a very personal question from my side because my height is 6 feet. My weight is not that good. So do you think the metabolism? I think my metabolism is very good. So I eat a lot, but the weight is not gaining for me. So any recommendation for that?
I don't think it's a metabolism issue because this has been studied, okay? We know with a great degree of certainty today that most people, like for example, you are 6'1", at around your skeletal structure. If you were to take a sample of people with your attributes, most people will have more or less the same basal metabolic rate. Yes, there'll be slight fluctuations, but they are not large fluctuations. So we think when we struggle to gain weight, we feel like, oh, maybe my metabolism is so fast, I'm burning an extra 500 to 1,000 calories over that person. That's not the case. We don't see that large of a difference in metabolism. What we do see is, we see fluctuations in appetite. Okay, a lot of people think that they eat a lot of food. So, for example, someone like you must be thinking that I eat a lot. Okay, I have my burgers and I eat junk food also, and I'm still struggling to put on weight. It's entirely possible that in spite of seemingly eating a lot, you're actually not eating enough. So, what I encourage people to do is that find out how many calories you're consuming. So, for example, a lot of times what happens is, let's say you go for a buffet, you'll eat a lot that day. But you may not eat a lot before or after, and then maybe you'll skip a meal because you're a CEO, man. You're an entrepreneur. You're busy. You'll probably skip a meal every once in a while. And you may eat a lot in one meal, but then you'll maybe not eat as much in some other meals. What tends to happen then is your caloric intake, your overall caloric intake, basically it's not at a level which will help you put on weight. You need to bump your calories up. That's a reality. Me too, man. I was stuck at 60 kilos for the longest time. I'm like, man, my metabolism must be so fast. I'm just 60 kilos. Then I sat down, I calculated my caloric intake and I calculated my caloric expenditure. I was like, man, I'm super active. I'm playing football sometimes once, sometimes twice a day. Then I go to the gym. I'm on my feet the entire day. Okay, I'm expending all this energy, but I'm not consuming enough. So then I had to make an active effort to consume more in the way of food.
I think what I got from your side, like eat but consistently eat that much calorie. That will affect for me.
Yeah. And see, for busy people such as yourselves, it's worthwhile looking into something like a meal replacement shake, which you can make on your own. By the way, like a lot of times I don't feel like eating. Okay, I feel full, so I'm like, cool. I'll take maybe some cereal. I'll take some fruit. Okay, I'll take some dry fruit. Throw in some water or some milk, just blend that bad boy up and just drink it. And that's like 500 to 1,000 calories right there. Easy. It's easier to drink your calories, right, as opposed to eating them. So that's helped me a lot.
Okay. There's a question from audience like, which multivitamin you recommend?
I don't recommend multivitamins. Okay. I recommend vitamins and minerals, but I do not recommend multivitamins. There's a very simple reason for that. For example, I'm eating all this fruit, okay? Which means that I'm meeting my recommended daily allowance for vitamin C. I'm already getting enough vitamin C. Now, if I were to purchase a multivitamin, I'll be paying for vitamin C, which I do not need. Okay? But I may need more of another vitamin. Maybe I need vitamin D at a dose which should be personalized to my requirements. Okay, maybe I require 4,000 international units. But that multivitamin doesn't have 4,000, it has only 400 international units. I may require 100 micrograms of vitamin K, but that multivitamin just has 1 microgram of vitamin K. So a multivitamin is a lazy approach to trying to fulfill your nutrition requirements. Okay, it's better if you find out how much you're getting from food, then see the deficits in individual vitamins and minerals, and then supplement individually with those vitamins and minerals dosed to your individual requirements.
Okay, knowing your body is very much important enough in your fitness, journey. And
Yeah.
and there's a question like, would you eat the same way you eat now if you are prioritize strength and hypertrophy?
No, I'll probably eat more in the way of protein. So right now, I don't consume enough protein, mainly because most of my efforts are directed towards endurance and football. But yeah, if I were to focus more on strength and hypertrophy, I'd probably bump my protein intake.
Uh-huh. How we determine how much vitamin D we need? Vitamin D we need. There are so many questions. Please come in.
So for vitamin D, I'd strongly recommend getting some blood work done. Okay, find out what your serum levels are for vitamin D, and that will determine what you need to dose it. So usually it's one of three common scenarios. Okay, either you have a deficiency, a severe one, which means you're going to have to take a large dose to first overcome that deficiency. Then, or you'll be like somewhat insufficient, which means you can take a little higher than maintenance dose, and you take it every single day for a length of time till you overcome that insufficiency. Oh, Ankit's disappeared. So yeah, I'll continue answering that question. So, man, I hope he saves this conversation. But anyway, hey Ankit, you're back.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for the network error.
Hey, no problem. Do you have a headset by any chance? There's a little background noise.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Windows.
Now.
Hey, no problem, no problem. We're good. So as I was saying, then maybe maybe if you're not deficient, you're perhaps a little insufficient, which means you need to bump your vitamin D levels up to that sufficient range first. And once you're at sufficiency, you still need to take vitamin D because most of us do not get direct sun exposure, and we don't get enough vitamin D from our diets. So it's important that we take a maintenance dose of vitamin D after we overcome our deficiency or insufficiency.
Okay.
Okay, get blood work done. That's important.
So, do you think dieting will lead us to more weight gain rather than weight loss?
Well, it depends on your goal and the type of diet you choose to follow. If you want to lose weight, you can follow a diet which is geared more towards fat loss and weight loss. If you want to gain weight, you can focus weight gain. So it depends on you and what sort of diet you follow.
There are so many questions actually, Aman. I can't take all of them, but you can directly reach out to Aman in his DM. Just go and.
No, you can't. You can't reach out to me in my DMs, man. Don't bore me in my DMs. Ask them here, okay? Otherwise, time's up. Sorry.
So time is a limit, like 30 minutes हमारे पास थे और 35 minutes हो चुके हैं. Thank you Aman for joining for all the insights. And अब एक क्वेश्चन और ले लेते हैं, वो बार बार रिपीट हो रहा मुझे लगता है.
Okay.
क्वेश्चन है, how to know which food contain which vitamins and minerals?
Two websites, nutritiondata.self.com. Or just type nutrition data, one word, okay? That's one website. The other website is Chronometer, CRONOMETER. Chronometer and nutrition data. Okay, whatever it is you're eating, plug it into nutrition data and chronometer. You will find out exactly how much in the way of calories you're consuming, protein, carbohydrate, and fat, vitamins and minerals, and a lot more, man. You'll find out the fatty acid composition of your diet, the amino acid composition of your diet, fiber, lots of information. Once you have that information, you can work on polishing your diet up, preferably while working with a professional if you're not familiar with these tools. But nutrition data and chronometer, check these two websites out.
Great. Thank you so much for all the insight and all the information, Saman. And I want to request all the audience, like go check out our website www.easywords.com, EZYWORDS.com. There's a particular section for fitness and mental health where all the writers, so many writers are writing about it. So you can go and check out and read, and comment your questions and your reviews and your feedbacks. Thank you so much. There is one more question, and it's very important for me, like and for audience
Yeah.
who are want to continue their journey in health, and starting their profession, want to start their profession in their health journey. So how to make money from giving the health instructions, and how you are doing it.
So man, I started coaching.
uh,
Okay. So I started selling my nutrition and exercise coaching, which generated revenue for me. But see, man, if you want to make money,
mhm.
okay, it's not enough just to become a professional. You have to become a businessman.
True.
Okay. If you want to make money, you need to understand business and you need to understand the market. And you
Absolutely.
need to put yourself out there. Okay. Someone asked, right? There's a lot of competition. Oh man, there's so many Instagram kids nowadays. You have to dominate them. You have to set yourself out. Okay. You need to have a place of your own in this industry. And you need to be so bloody good that no one else can replace you. And people are like, man, we don't like this character, but he's the best at his job. Okay. It's like, for example, there's Apple, right? Okay, we can learn something from Apple. When they took out the headphone jack, people were upset. Man, why did you get rid of the headphone jack? We're not going to buy Apple. We're not going to buy Apple. And what's happening? Everyone's still buying Apple. The iPhone 12 is killing it. Okay, and everyone else now is removing the headphone jack. So if you want to make money, it's not important to just understand your subject or understand your profession. It's important to understand business. It's important to understand marketing. And it's important to grab this industry by the collar and shake it up a little bit.
Great, great. That's very bold, and I think it's completely agree. As a CEO, I can feel it, like how to understand the market and how you can launch and present yourself in the market. It's very important to be unique, and if you are going to be unique, there will be no person in that way. But you have to make that much. You have to. So, by the way, we are ending it, and thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for the audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. There's a network issue, but thank you so much, Ankit.
Follow us on everywhere now.